President Luong Cuong's Lunar New Year 2026 message.
Uncle Ho's Homeland, a springtime gathering place.
EU to join Peace Council in non-member capacity.
Hello, welcome to today's news by Nghệ An Press and Broadcasting Agency. I'm Hoàng Yên, and here we go, the first step of the show. In his Lunar New Year message marking the Year of the Horse 2026, President Cuong just extended warm wishes to citizens nationwide, members of the armed forces and the overseas Vietnamese communities.
The president highlighted the country's resilience over the past year amid global and regional uncertainties, noting continued macroeconomic stability, strengthened national defense and security, improved social welfare, and expanded foreign relations. He emphasized that these achievements were made possible by the unity and collective efforts of the party, the people, the military, and the business community. He paid tribute to frontline forces safeguarding national sovereignty, as well as to workers, farmers, medical personnel, intellectuals, and entrepreneurs whose dedication has contributed to national development. Looking ahead, President Luong Cuong called for renewed determination to foster innovation, accelerate digital transformation, advance green and sustainable growth, and further build a rule of law state. He stressed the importance of improving living standards and promoting national solidarity. Concluding his message, the president expressed confidence that, with patriotism and a strong aspiration for progress, Vietnam will achieve greater accomplishments in the Year of the Horse 2026.
On the first day of the Lunar New Year, Kim Lin's special national relic site, the hometown of the President Ho Chi Minh, remains the top destination for visitors from across the country.
On the first day of the Lunar New Year, under warm spring skies, the Kim Lin Special National Relic Site welcomed large numbers of residents and visitors from across the country who came to pay tribute to President Ho Chi Minh. For many, the visit is a gesture of respect and gratitude to the revered leader, as well as a moment to seek peace and reflection at the start of the year. In addition to the public, numerous government agencies, businesses, and armed forces units also organize delegations to offer flowers and incense in commemoration. The activity has become a long-standing cultural tradition at the beginning of each year, reflecting the Vietnamese ethos of remembering one's roots and the enduring affection for President Ho Chi Minh.
The European Union will attend the inaugural meeting of the Peace Council in the United States this week, but the bloc will not participate as the former member.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this press point following the
European Commissioner for the Mediterranean Dubravka, Truyen, will represent the European Union at the Peace Council Summit scheduled for February 19th in the United States. She stressed that the European Commission will not become a member of the Council. The EU's executive arm is participating as part of its long-standing commitment to implementing the Gaza ceasefire agreement and supporting post-conflict reconstruction and recovery efforts in Gaza. Earlier, the EU said it had raised several questions regarding key aspects of the Peace Council, including its scope of mandate, governance mechanisms, and compatibility with the United Nations Charter.
Upcoming are some updated news.
On the occasion of the Lunar New Year, Tet, Binh Ngo, and the 70th anniversary of Vietnamese Doctors' Day, February 27th, Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh visited and inspected holiday duty operations at Bach Mai Hospital and Viet Duc University Hospital. The Prime Minister commended medical staff for their dedication, praising their commitment to causing no inconvenience, leaving no patient disappointed, and missing no opportunity for treatment, however small. He called on the Ministry of Health, local authorities, and hospitals nationwide to allocate funding based on practical conditions to provide free meals for patients and their caregivers during the 3 main Tet days, from the 29th day of the lunar year to the 2nd day of the new year. Bach Mai Hospital alone is expected to provide approximately 3,600 free meals per serving during the holiday. The Prime Minister also urged continued improvements in healthcare quality, accelerated digital transformation, and greater investment in medical infrastructure to better meet public healthcare demands.
Tourism is expected to emerge as a key growth driver in 2026, earning the description of the economy's dark horse amid a rebound in global travel demand and a strengthening domestic market. Experts say rising international arrivals, particularly from Northeast Asia, Europe, and emerging markets, combined with vibrant domestic tourism, are generating positive spillover effects across aviation, hospitality, retail, and transport sectors. Enhanced connectivity, upgraded airport infrastructure, and expanded visa policies are also reinforcing the industry's recovery momentum. In addition, the diversification of tourism products, ranging from cultural, heritage, and ecotourism to high-end resorts and services for digital nomads, is helping extend visitor stays and increase average spending per traveler.
Global gold prices slipped below the $5,000 per ounce level on the morning of February 17th. At around 9:20 a.m., spot gold was trading at $4,966.4 per ounce, down 0.47% from the previous session. According to Kitco News, the gold market is entering a period of heightened volatility as traditional factors that once drove the precious metal's price appear to be losing influence. Recent movements show that despite a sharp decline in the yield on the 10-year U.S. Treasury note, from 4.3% to 4%, gold prices failed to rally in tandem. Analysts say the market structure has shifted, with gold becoming less sensitive to real interest rates than in the past. The change comes amid increased retail investor inflows, escalating geopolitical risks, and notably strong large-scale purchases by central banks, all of which are reshaping demand dynamics in the global gold market.
For generations, visiting pagodas at the beginning of the Lunar New Year has been a cherished spiritual and cultural tradition in Vietnamese life. At the moment of transition into a new year, many people head to temples to express their reverence and pray for peace, happiness, and good fortune for their families in the months ahead. More in the story today.
At Can Linh Pagoda in Nghệ An province, large crowds gathered to pay tribute immediately after the New Year's Eve moment. Incense smoke drifted through the tranquil space, creating an atmosphere both solemn and warm. Each visitor carried personal wishes, praying for health, peace, and good fortune for themselves and their families.
My first intention was to show filial gratitude and pray for the well-being of his parents and grandparents. Coming to Buddhism is also embracing a beautiful aspect of Vietnamese culture.
At Diek Pagoda, early on the first day of the Lunar New Year, many residents made spring visits in a joyful yet respectful spirit. Fragrant incense was lit, conveying heartfelt hopes for a peaceful and prosperous year ahead.
My family visits the pagoda every New Year's morning to pray for luck and harmony.
Visiting a temple at the start of the year is first and foremost an act of reverence to the Buddha and an opportunity to contemplate the virtues of enlightened beings.
For many Buddhists and local residents, the first days of the Year of the Horse 2026 began with sincere prayers at temple gates, a tradition preserved as an integral part of Vietnam's spiritual life, nurturing faith and spreading humanistic values throughout the community.
The last story presented our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now and Happy New Year.